we end up at our destination. If you're looking for a laugh, or you just need to smile, whatever that you need to make you laugh out loud. It's the Kreatives Podcast. Listen, it's the Kreatives Podcast. Yeah.
Yo, welcome to episode 16 of the Kreatives Podcast. I know things look a little different. We fired D, we fired Antho. They didn't come through today for me, so fuck them.
Damn.
I'm just playing.
Damn, you're fired.
Schedules did not align, so I had to reach out to the big homie, my guy. I've only met him once, but he's a real ass nigga. My man Ervin Tyrone.
Tyrone Ervin.
Tyrone Ervin, excuse me.
Bang, hold up.
Ain't your name, don't it say Ervin Tyrone?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the name Instagram gave me, and I just...
Okay, I thought you trying to be like these niggas who spell their name backwards so their job can't find them and shit.
You know what? That might have been how it started.
But nah, man, normally we start the podcast out and like, hey man, I hope y'all like the spot. You know, possibly do some more here. Do some more. Me and my boy Ervin, we supposed to Tyrone.
Yeah.
See there, in my head, your name is Ervin. I've always seen
That's
Ervin
fine.
first.
Ervin works. Everybody call me Ervin.
Is it Ervin? It ain't no E-T, it ain't T-E.
No, I've had people like talk to me over like a year's span and call me Ervin until like they met my kids or something, and they like, or my wife, and they'd be like Tyrone or T, and they'd be like, who is that?
Are your kids, are they junior or?
My son is the third, and my other son is not the fourth.
Oh, shit. See, I had my son, and I wanted to name him Maurice, but my middle name is Levert, and my wife was like,
Levert?
Yeah, my grandfather's name is Vert L.
I just want to say, woo, woo, woo.
That's where I used to get that shit in high school all the time. My grandpa's name is Vert L. Literally, Vert
like
L.
Jump high?
Yes.
And L.
L. We don't know where the L is not a middle name. It's just L.
So like an up arrow in the L?
Exactly. Vert L. And my mom put the L in front of the Vert, and so I'm Levert.
Well, interesting.
So my grandfather was like my dad to me, so I wanted to name my son Maurice, or I wanted to give him, I think, matter of fact, his middle name is Levert, but she fought me. No, it's, damn, boy, I'm forgetting my son's middle name.
Hey, hold up.
My son's middle name is Maurice, and that's where she met me halfway or whatever. So then my third child, which is another boy, I have a daughter who's 2, and then my son, he's 8 months. I wanted to name him, but I was like, dang, how am I name him a junior in the first one? Like, can you do that?
I've seen it done, but I don't know if you should.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be like, hey, Dad, why you don't fuck with me?
Yeah. Like, I got uncles like that. Like, my mom's dad, I met him when he was like elderly, like when he came back from the other families type thing. You know how when the Rolling Stone, when the Stone rolled downhill.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, when he rode downhill. And he was but the oldest name was Gregory, and it was the second oldest name who was Leroy. But grandpappy name was Leroy, so I always wondered, like, what happened with the first one?
Bro, I be thinking, how was these parents talking to their babies? Come here, Gertrude. Come here, Ethel. Like, or did they have like nicknames like Gertie? Like, what's the nickname for Gertrude?
I'm gonna tell you why this is messed up. My grandmother's name is Gertrude.
That's why I said it.
Come here, Gertrude. I don't know, but them were the names of the times.
Hey, and then they always had like 2 names. Like I told you, my grandpa was Vert L.
Yeah.
My grandma was Doris Ann, and then her mother was Georgia May.
Georgia May. And see, now we do too much with it. You can't have a name like Georgia May with people like you and social media.
Nope.
Georgia May it would always turn into something else.
Look, I said Levert, and you got on me off top.
I just wanted to sing because I remember Levert the group. I can't sing at all, but I was damn sure going to try.
Well, we see you can rap. I saw on your page. Hey, man, tell everybody what you do, bro. I just want them to give them an introduction to who Tyrone, a.k.a. Ervin, is.
Damn, nobody really ever asked me that. Tyrone Ervin, what do? I do podcasting. I help people become bigger brands. I help brands become even bigger brands. So I kind of brand people. I brand products. I put a bunch of things together. I bring people together like a bridge, something of that sort. Not really a broker or nothing like that. That just kind of sound creepy because a lot of time I don't get paid, so I can't be
I would see you as like a marketing, like your own one-man marketing agency. Because I like, and people have said this on the podcast. They've said that, like, I always give people ideas. Me and you was talking for a good little minute. Yeah. Was I not telling you hella ideas?
You gave me a bunch of ideas.
And I don't want nothing from it. I want that bridge. You mentioned bridge. Yeah. Like, I feel like we on the same. Yeah. That's why when I first met you, bro, I was like, all right, this cool people. I just got to figure out, like, what we going to do. In the shoot, I don't know, was that a year ago?
Yeah, I think it was about a year ago.
That whole year, I've been seeing you work.
Yeah, and I see you working 5 times a day.
Bruh.
Maybe 10, because if you come, I watch stuff over and over and over.
So, hey, man, when I see that, that's when I know, like, all right, this is somebody I need to align myself with because they understand the grind. Yeah. And with social media, bro, it's so many. I was just talking to somebody, and they was like wanting to give up because, like, some of the videos had popped off, and then then everything died. They were humbled.
It's not the people. It's not always the people that dislike you. Sometimes it's the algorithm, and sometimes you suck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Either way it goes.
I have to tell myself that, like, Reese, maybe that shit wasn't funny, bro.
You know what? I meant to ask you something. As somebody who get a lot of views, maybe you could tell me this. I'll watch my video at least 800 times. How come I don't see them views being reflected? I watch all my videos at least 800 times.
Bro, if the algorithm let you do that, you know how many niggas would be watching. Shit, I don't even want to watch my video after I done posted it because when I'm editing, it keeps playing back, times? And I'm constantly hearing, man, hold up, man, like, look, y'all love it. Sometimes I get tired of hearing that shit. And my wife, she be downstairs, so if I ain't got my headphones in, she be like, man, will you shut up or put the hey? So that song I made where I said I done came down, where I made that song, I literally was just talking into the whatever mic was coming out of the computer speakers. And, you know, I recorded it, like, off the head. Like, I didn't sit there and take my time writing. I just kept on saying, like, I say a bar, and then I would kind of match another bar with it. Yeah. So I'm constantly repeating it each time. So I repeated like 150 times. My wife is like, nigga, shut up. Because I done came down like 200 times.
She wants you to come down on the noise.
Literally. That's why I hate recording at home, man, because she be like, see, y'all see the end product. You don't see where there's no music, there's no dramatic music. Yeah. You just see me, man, hold up, and I got on the old man suit and I'm laying on the floor like that. Like, y'all don't see that where I'm looking at the camera like, okay, how does that look?
How the sausage is made.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't see when I'm looking stupid.
Yeah.
You see the end stupid or whatever.
You see the purposeful stupid. You don't see climbing to get there. But all that for me to find out that I only get one view, no matter how many times.
But see, I think on YouTube, I think if they watch it per day, I think maybe if they come back like a day later and watch it, I think you get a view.
That would take me 365 days to get 365. Hey man, you know, hold up,
bro. They not finna pay you. They not, bro. These apps are not trying. Like, this was an issue, and this section I'm trying to talk about, like, all the issues of social media that I've been experiencing lately. So Instagram, I don't know if you saw where I posted the screenshot of Instagram saying, hey, you've had content violations, so we're going to take away your link sticker, where I can post in my story and post, you know, hey, go to YouTube, go to this, go to that. Yeah. They did that to everybody. I seen Kev on stage got it. Yeah. And if he posting stuff, normally his stuff that would probably get flagged is him talking about white people or something like that. Other than that, he don't really post racy type stuff that I would get flagged for. And I really don't post as bad as I could, but hey, the algorithm is kind of changing.
Yeah,
so
you're not like
I push the envelope sometime, but I like to spread it out because my page is not huge, so I don't want to get cut down. Because, man, if they take my page, y'all got if you like creative comedy, you got one time out of me. Outside of that, I'm finna go get this CPA, and I'm finna be accounting my ass off.
What do you think about that? That social media platforms have the ability to literally just remove people.
It's they shit, man.
So what do you do to get around? Is there a get around to that?
You got to play that game. The same way we in this world, wherever society you live in, you got to play whatever game they constructed, or you got to figure out how to be outside of that game. If you can't be outside
create your own game.
Yeah. So if you can't create your own, then you got to roll with what they say. I mean, like TikTok is like my biggest thorn in my side. Because, bro, there's no logic to how you upset their algorithm. So I could post, matter of fact, the video I did where I was, I came down, I was dribbling the ball, and even my Crip walk ain't really even I can get into the Crip walk, but I don't really.
You make me laugh when I'm just doing this. Crip walk. That's your way of saying I'm not a Crip.
Yeah,
don't jump me outside.
When people see mine, they know like, oh, okay, this nigga. Because I'm not finna practice something that I ain't. You know, it's niggas who went through real shit for it, and niggas take that shit. And like how I've always said, I don't want to disrespect anyone that's been through that, and I can understand it. And hopefully they can see, hey, I'm trying to make you laugh, and I don't fully profit off of this. I get some views, and that's that. And the videos that I have done with Cripfit, I try to include real Crips. That way, they're winning, and not just me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I feel like
you're paying homage to where you kind of got it from.
Exactly, bro. Like I don't want no smoke. Okay, I don't want no smoke.
I saw you getting chased though.
Hey man,
they was chasing you through the hood.
They just want the Cripfit. I was in the actual rolling 60s area. We was in a nice spot because I just happened to go to L.A.
You said a nice spot.
They call it Pill Hill.
Pill Hill. That don't sound nice. I know where you're talking about.
That's where all the doctors. That's where all the doctors live. So they actually had stuff going on out there. So I was like, look, I'm not trying to be the nigga in all blue and chucks. You know, I don't know the politics out here. Like, I'm one of them niggas. I'm smart. I know when you go to somebody else's spot, you got to move a certain way.
It's the etiquette. Yeah.
If I don't know what's going on, I'm not finna be there.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people get their ass beat because of how they was moving their feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In the wrong place.
So I tried to align myself with niggas who knew where we was at.
Yeah.
And every time a car drove by, we'd be like, yeah, man, that boy. Yeah, man. So like I was saying, and my head was moving right with him.
Right with him.
I'm the only nigga in all blue and chucks and shit. My camera, Mark, who was holding the camera.
You in character.
This nigga oblivious to everything. So I think it was a car pulled up and stopped behind like about 50 feet from our car. And I'm having to walk that direction. So I'm like, damn, I'm spit. I'm like, damn, is they waiting on me? So I'm like steady walking. I'm steady taking off the shirt. I'm walking in my socks. And I noticed it was just some Mexicans, but then I was like, shit, Mexicans get down.
They dangerous.
Mexicans get down out here too. So I was like, maybe I look like somebody. I don't need to know. So
look, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about how you can never not take Mexican Gang serious. One, I said serious like I always think about shows and episodes, so I said serious. But serious, however you would spell that phonetically. But when I was younger, they put out a thing like any black guy wearing a Pro Club T-shirt, shoot him on sight.
Damn.
Everybody was wearing like Spider-Man shirts, Batman shirts, no white T-shirts.
Family reunion shirt.
Everything. I love Jesus because they were serious. But you could never underestimate them anywhere because they're united when it comes to gangbanging, when it comes to other groups of people.
Mexicans are united in everything that they do.
Yeah.
When it comes to just, if it's them versus us, whether it's restaurant, taco truck, gang,
Chinese food,
coming up, getting rid of debt, like they gonna do what it takes to just be together. You know what I'm saying? They may be some turmoil within them, but they handle their own stuff or whatever. So just from watching Narcos and all that, I don't fuck with.
And the only reason I said Chinese food is because I have noticed they can adapt to cooking any type of food.
I just told my wife that, or I think I was telling my homeboy, every other race, like these niggas will stick together when it comes down to the end. Like Chinese people with the kids. They got a Chinese restaurant. They're going to bring the kids up in the restaurant, but they also going to be sending them to school to be a lawyer and doctor. So vice versa, they can either be rich as a lawyer and stuff and then start other businesses for their family. Like it's levels to it. With us, it's just go to school. You better make good grades. You better not get in trouble. Yeah. You go to jail, I ain't getting you out. Yeah. It's like all this, there's no...
It's all about what I ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna live here. You ain't gonna eat my cereal. Bro, I ain't bailing you out of jail. If you drop out of college, you ain't coming here. Bro. You ain't.
And then like, man, and I even thought about how only with black people, we are proud. We flaunt our struggle.
Oh yeah.
And let me give the example of what it is. I can tell you, ask me where I'm from.
Where you from?
I'm from Katy, Texas.
Oh
now,
man,
I can ask you where you from, and you'll say, "Oh, I'm from Oak Cliff."
Yeah.
Oh man, you from Oak Cliff?
Yeah.
It's like you're automatically cooler because of the murder rate and like niggas will. I remember going to PV as a freshman, and niggas was like, "Nigga, you better watch out, nigga. I'm from Oak Cliff."
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
To me, it means I don't feel safe if that means you've murdered somebody.
Yeah. And then I could be the nigga that say, "Oh, I'm from Katy, man." And they'll be like, "Man, that nigga had both his parents, bro."
Yeah.
Why is that bad?
Look, I remember young, like they'll rap with freestyle in school, and it'll be cats who had a daddy, a rap like, "Yeah, I ain't got no dad." It wasn't even cool to have a daddy.
Oh man,
I get what you're saying completely. It's like a competition to see who had it the worst. You know, man, you know what, man? We had roaches, all in the living room. Man, I had roaches in the cereal box.
Yeah. It's like who can outworse the other person to make them seem better? Yeah. Nigga, we killed 855 people. Nigga,
we killed 875 people. You 20 short.
Nigga, y'all population ain't even high, so that number really don't even matter. Nigga, we only got 900 people.
Man,
nigga.
You talking economics. I'm talking bullets. We got bullets. Look how many bullets I got.
I think I told somebody it equates to when you were in class and you get your test back and you see you made a 45. So what's the first thing you do? Hey, what you make? I made a 46. Hey, what you make? Oh, I made a 49. Okay. Now you kind of happy.
Yeah.
But then when you ask the nigga who probably made a good grade, he don't even want to tell you the real grade he made because he wants to still
he want to fit in.
He don't want y'all to pick on him because he made a 96 and actually studied like he was supposed to. But we gonna make fun. Like,
you dumbass. He'll be the dumb one. You dumbass.
Now this the nigga that owned the company that we trying to get a job for.
Yeah.
And want us like I hate that mentality about us, man. And I'm trying to like even the whole man, you're talking white.
Yeah.
Which equates to you're talking the correct way.
Correct.
So
Queen's
white is
English,
correct. And black is wrong.
Yeah.
So when white people talk like us, it's like we accept it or whatever, like that's like, oh, he's black because he's talking wrong.
Yeah.
Which I don't come on, bro.
Like it's almost denigrating like what we could be or what the standard procedure of what normal should be. Because if English is the way you read it in the book and the way it's written, if you speak that way, you're only talking what you're reading, right? Or you're speaking the correct way you should speak. I get it. I almost like I want to ask a rapper, and I've been trying to figure out who I'm going to ask without it turning into like a fist fight, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to say, do you need all those chains? Or does it make you a follower? Because leaders or innovators or vanguards or whatever word you want to put on it, I'm in the front, whatever you want to do, they don't always follow the crowd. Now name a mainstream rapper that don't have 10 chains.
I think maybe J. Cole is the only, and I don't know if Kendrick don't really.
Cole and Kendrick, right?
But like, most people wouldn't even
consider them mainstream.
Yeah, like, or even like cool.
They are, but
we know that, okay, them niggas some real rappers, but you don't associate them with the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I even, bruh, it's like I get why they wear the chains because it puts you on the front. It makes you look more successful to someone.
Looks.
That's it.
That's it. Because if you seen like Garth Brooks, would you assume he was successful without chains?
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
White artists ain't got nan chain on except for the ones who are in our
culture.
You know
what I'm saying? They can always be white 30 minutes later.
Yep. Bro,
you can never take this black stuff away.
Fam, and like you can even look at like, you know, I've seen where when we were in Africa, we had on the gold, we had on all that. But I don't feel like they even align them wearing all them chains with that. So it kind of ones that will use that excuse of, well, we was kings, we used to wear all that. If you really think like that, and you're in America, you probably wouldn't even still wear the chains if that's how you thought or whatever.
Right.
But hey, to each his own, man.
I always ask them, what tribe are you from? Because if you can't delineate what tribe you from, everybody wasn't a king. Everybody wasn't Mansa Musa. You had slaves, you had, you know, lower nobility, you had every different spectrum of range. And so even when people be like, my ancestors, I'll be like, how you know my ancestors agree with yours?
Your ancestors might not have been shit.
My ancestors may have been like, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing I hate that I can't, us as black people, we don't really have nothing to go back to. Our shit starts when slavery started or whatever.
And that's all we look at.
I just saw somebody post that slavery, they teach slavery as black people's history.
Right.
And they don't teach that as a part of white people's history.
Right.
That's our history.
Right.
And then when it cuts back to them inventing some more shit or whatever and slavery's done, then it's back to
right.
You know
well, it always seems to fare like that for the people who came out on the short end of the stick. Because the winner always gets to write history, and that's the problem with you. See,
bro,
I
literally told D. I said, "Hey, bro," I said, "Think about how much stuff we don't know,
right?
Because they killed everybody that maybe knew the actual truth,
right? Or
you know, back in we only know stuff a lot of times today because of media,
right?
There was no media 200-300 years ago.
Right.
There's no telling what was going on, or certain massacres or things that probably went on that no one will ever know about.
Could you imagine like 10,000 people getting killed 2 villages over from yours and nobody knows?
You don't know.
Like 6 months later when you go to borrow 2 cows or something, like, where everybody go?
It's like, and this dirt fertilized in the motherfucker.
I guess they moved.
No disrespect to any 10,000.
That was a long time ago. That was way before our time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I even be thinking about like how like we can't tell when and you know back then they had all these certain little secret ways of knowing when certain stuff was coming. But I just think like, how nigga know it ain't finna be the biggest storm ever? Finna come through, and that little hut you got ain't finna
ain't gonna make it.
Finna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff where I'll be like, man, you had to be strong to live back in the day, man.
Yeah. And to notice things, they would notice things like animal characteristics, like that goat is going wild.
Yep.
It's about to rain.
Yep, it's going to rain actually 4 centimeters per hour based on the mood of the goat along with the lion that stopped chasing it 2 miles prior to. And we knew that, but it's rock that we got these notches on that glows in the dark whenever there's a storm approaching. Like that shit that we don't, now we just be like, man, that nigga Isaiah Carey said,
he's a cool guy.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy, especially when he don't got bugs flying in his mouth.
Bruh, that man, like, he was already was he famous before then, or is that what really put him over the top? I know that's off the topic, but
you know what? To be honest with you, I don't know. With the way I've seen it, though, I think he kind of worked his way into to his position, and I think that came out later. Like, oh, remember when this happened to you? Because I don't know if that would necessarily propel him over the top. I wonder now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like my first time seeing him was him doing that, and then I just always saw him after that.
Yeah, I know that probably would make him more like a national name, especially with social media. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you should call him. I know you got his number.
I got a video of him. He ain't. Maybe I need to post it again and see if he'll rock with me. But
come on, Mr. Carey Factor. Come on, Factor. We need to, this is how you got to do it now. Yep. You got to threaten people. Come on, Mr. Damn, I hate this. What did he say? This country ass city.
Yep. Let's get out of this country ass town, man. I wonder if he got merch based on
country ass town.
Well, even like the spit. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if he got merch based on it. But bro, just speaking of like people making headlines, that boy Ben Simmons. So I think you said you weren't aware of. So
I've heard a little, but you got to keep me.
So this is the thing. Last year they were number 1 seed in the playoffs.
Right.
They just needed to beat the Atlanta Hawks.
They just needed to beat another team.
This guy
pros.
is damn near a 7-footer. Gets the ball at the basket instead of dunking. Like, matter of fact, I think they said for 5 quarters he didn't shoot a shot. He's one of their star players.
Ben Simmons. Yeah.
Didn't shoot not one shot in 5 of the 4th quarters.
Okay.
So it's almost like he just disappeared and he wasn't even trying. You know, Kobe, LeBron gonna pass it sometime, but like a Kobe,
because he wants to be a point guard at heart.
Yeah, but see, he wasn't even making those plays. Like, you could tell that he was just scared. So he plays for Philly. You know, when you play for certain teams, they tough.
Yeah, the Philly crowd is tough. And Joel Embiid is a crybaby as well.
Yeah, but see, he's a crybaby, but he also is an asshole in the sense where he gonna get on you.
That's
So you got the city, the coach. I think even after the game, like, you know, everyone was questioning, like, hey, what's up with Ben Simmons, da-da-da. And, like, they all told the truth, but he kind of wanted them to be on some, oh, it'll be okay. But it was so egregious how he was playing that you had to, like, address it. Now, they didn't just call him out and be like, oh, man, it's his fault. They just said, like, hey, man, you know, we out there on the field, on the court. We need everybody to be doing what
fully playing.
Yeah, so that was the thing. So, basically, you know, everyone expected them to trade him or whatever. He clearly showed that he did not want to be there. I think he said that I don't want to be a Philadelphia 76 anymore.
They hurt his feelings.
Pretty much. They hurt the nigga feelings. He's on some of that light skin, which we shouldn't be even saying that no more, black people.
That is politically that is what is it? Colorism.
Yes.
Because I know some sensitive black niggas too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm be sensitive sometimes.
And this nigga ain't sensitive.
You know, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my work.
But nah, so basically they have him on contract for 4 more years. None of that opt-out stuff. 4 years.
4 years.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
So he basically said, look, I ain't rocking with y'all no more for whatever reason. I don't want to be here no more. 76ers felt like they could just probably, look, man, just come on. Like, we'll work on it. Da-da-da-da. This nigga went to L.A., all type of stuff. They didn't trade him. They didn't take none of the offers because they didn't feel like they were getting the value of a Ben Simmons.
Yeah, because he's a great player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He
can't shoot.
That's the thing.
From past 2 feet.
He's one of those players that he really need to be in the gym working on getting a different mentality.
Or he needs to be on a team that's going to let him be a facilitator. Yeah, he's possibly on the wrong team.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's what he's trying to tell him.
Yeah, but
you can't hurt my feelings. I see what you're trying to do. You trying to tell me to come back in this locker room knowing that y'all talking bad. Y'all calling me all kind of soft. And
if they can't get nobody for him, they like, we going to keep him. Because they were the number 1 seed, so clearly it's...
Well, y'all could keep me, but I'm going to play terrible.
Bruh, and that's what I'm getting to.
My name is Ben.
He literally, they didn't trade him. They didn't take any of the offers because they didn't feel like it was good enough. And they was asking for, like, crazy stuff for a nigga who don't shoot. Now, if he could shoot...
He could get to the basket whenever he wants.
Yeah, but
he can't shoot. See, this is all Steph Curry's fault. Sorry about that, but go ahead.
No,
this is all Steph Curry's fault.
But see, that's the thing. Like with Ben Simmons, it's like even LeBron, he ain't a great shooter, but
he adapted.
That's not a liability. His liability is his free throws. But Ben, his is free throws and shooting. Like LeBron gonna knock down a 3. He gonna knock down a 15-footer. Ben is where he's just got to get to the rim. But that was working for their team. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to kind of repeat that because they literally just needed him to show up, and they would have been playing the Bucks. Now, I don't know who would have won out of that, but that would have been a better matchup than to me than the Hawks. Because the Hawks was not finna beat.
They weren't going to beat the Bucks either, though.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, he went to L.A. Everybody trying to call him, like, you know, just to smooth it over. Like, man, this weak nigga, let's smooth it over with him so he can come back. Nigga not answer nobody phone calls. Joel Embiid.
They hurt his feelings.
Bruh, 2 other players finna get on and book tickets. He said, hey, man, don't get on that plane. I'm not fucking with y'all.
If he telling him it's, hey, y'all gonna have to just let him make his decision.
At that point, I already know Embiid was done, but I would have been done like, all right, man, the nigga don't want to be here, so y'all need to figure out what y'all gonna do. And they still, so they brought him, so he actually was gonna lose $380,000 per per game.
Yeah.
Even with this preseason. And then not showing up to practice, I think he still would like lose money. So he finally came back. So people were thinking like, oh, okay, maybe if he just gets in the building, everyone put their hand around him, they're going to build that back up. Bruh, the teammates was like, he need to apologize to us. He need to do this. He need to do that. So I already know he already.
That's why he already didn't want to. They don't want each other.
Bruh. So
that's bad for the locker room.
He went to practice. Everybody got on their shorts, workout, practice stuff.
That's awkward.
He got on like, they said he had on, what do you call them? Joggers. Basically, he had on some shit where he wasn't matching the team. He had his phone in his pocket. Like, come on, man. And now that I'm thinking about it, at first I didn't think it was, I'm thinking like NBA niggas, they just, pre-bananas, whatever, which he is. Yeah. But this nigga got his phone on him while he's out there. And then he was like kind of playing defense just a little bit. So that was the first practice. The second one, the Doc Rivers just kicked him out. And they suspended him for the first game. So
I'm looking at something as you saying that.
Bro, they suspended him for the first game. So now he's not finna get that game checked. So I don't know. And then, but you know how sometimes they'll say like conduct detrimental to the team. Right. And that could all be what you think and what, what I'm saying? Like not necessarily what, he could just not, they might want him to be extra happy while he's passing the ball, but he's not happy while he's doing it. So, all right, we're gonna keep you out because you're messing up the morale. But they should have been traded him during the summer and just started over.
Well, see, they didn't want to trade. And see, that sometimes is what does bother me about like basketball or sports in general. I think when the teams are doing players wrong, we kind of like give the teams a pass because they're the team. Because the team will hold you in a bad contract, put you in a bad situation. Teams do it all the time. But when the player is like, I'm going to put you guys in a bad situation, we had a tendency to jump on the team side. I jump on the player side. And I just looked up and seen he worth $75 million net. So let's say he got about let's say $30 million in the bank. He got a lot of money. So I don't think we always consider what they're going to lose. Then we have to remember that they never get that full amount. Yeah. He's not going to have to pay taxes. And I think when we always say he's going to lose this amount, I think that's almost saying that these people can't make money any other way. You see what I'm saying? Because to only worry about what he's going to lose is to never think about what he can do other than that. Yeah. And being with $75 million, he can figure something out.
He got some. I mean, hopefully his money management skills is A1. So he got some.
I'm going to buy this whole 4 blocks and I'm going to rent them all out. I'm gonna make the same money.
I know he still has like hundreds, like 100 and something million left on his contract. Because if he getting 300 and something thousand a game, that's big money. But hey, man, if he gonna hold his ground, because he only came back to the team so he wouldn't get fined and lose money.
See, so he do care about the money.
Yeah, he's gonna
care about the money. Like, wait a minute, I could go and not get fined. I just won't practice. I mean, they won't want me to practice because I'm gonna wear my sweats and take my
Kyrie standing on what he and I know that he has like he kind of causes shit to happen when he's on certain teams or whatever. But I also know that he's a nigga that stands on what his
principles.
And that's what I can respect about you know what I'm saying, what he doing. Whether I think it's crazy or I think he should do, because look, we all talking from the aspect of if I had this much money, I would just take the shot. Yeah. Well, he already got money in the bank. Yeah. He's probably comfortable with living a different type of life with the money he already has.
I've read he's had in between 90 million and 200 million. Either number.
He's good with the lifestyle that he would probably live. Forever. And he's already living.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when it comes to Kyrie, and I've even heard some of the commentary like Stephen A. And I've said something about this to other people, but it makes me feel like Stephen A. would be the guy trying to talk Muhammad Ali into going to Vietnam. You just might as well go. It's for the country. It's for the team. Everybody else is doing it.
I just don't like how he goes so hard at us. Yeah. But I don't feel that same animosity when he's no. Even media, just period. When it's when it's Aaron Rodgers not wanting to show up to play for the Packers,
or Ben Roethlisberger with multiple rape allegations.
Who is that?
And they speaking very much. Ben Rothenberger has raped another girl at a college party today.
Them white people disappear when they in some shit. I didn't even know that nigga was still in the NFL.
And get contract extensions.
They do, bro. It's man, this world is crazy, man.
Yeah,
and
I don't get it. I think Kyrie is. I think people, they're only looking at it in a sequence of basketball means everything.
Yeah,
and so when people say he's selfish to his team, this man also has kids that he's raising, and he could be teaching them principles. And he came out and said, I'm doing this for the other people and other people who are losing their jobs or have to face this tough choice. And so sometimes it's like you're talking about a team of 13? Mm-hmm. He's talking about a team of, if it's 7.7 billion people on Earth, and let's say we're at about 50%, so 3.56 billion people is who he's saying he's standing for.
Yeah.
That's much larger team.
It's only because of his past history that people are trying to like tie that into him just being disruptive. It's like if T.O. tried to do something good, they're still going to look at, he's being disruptive, this and that, and just bank all of that or whatever. But that's media, that's sales, headlines, and stuff like that. But, hey, man, Kyrie, stand on what you stand on. 76ers, y'all stupid because you should have been untraded, Ben, because the boy don't want to be there.
Hey, hold up.
Shit, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Y'all told him to come back.
They don't be believing him.
Hey.
Some of these younger guys are getting to the point, not even younger guys, just these men are getting to the point to where they're like, everything isn't about only money to everybody.
Yeah. Especially when you give them a lot up front. Then they kind of be like, look, I already got this.
Yeah, and that's why you see the difference in between basketball players' reactions and football players' reactions. Football players rarely get all their money. They don't never have a real guarantee. They get cut. They don't get nothing. They miss. You get hurt before the fourth game.
Because a lot of theirs don't be guaranteed unless they kind of negotiated that.
Most of them, there's been very few like good negotiated contracts where they got a lot of money. And so that's why you will see. Matter of fact, I'm not watching basketball anyway. You know why? Because Cap still don't got a job.
Oh, is he even still trying to get on?
I don't know, but that's why I don't watch basketball.
You mean football?
No, I mean basketball.
Cap? You sound like one of the black people that was shit.
I'm not watching basketball. I know it's football, but I like saying I'm not watching basketball. I'll tell Cap get a job.
Niggas back watching football like that. Like none of that shit happened, man.
You know what I did the other day? I went and found the videos and niggas like, I'm taking a stand. I'm not watching football till Cap have a job.
They stood up and sat their ass right back down.
I was going to post it, but I said they're going to get mad at me for showing them their own words.
You put the mirror in their face. That's the issue.
Yeah. I was like, they're going to be pissed off, like, so I didn't do it. But I really think I still might.
No. But look, man, hey, I like where we at, man. I like the rapport we got, bro. Man, I appreciate you coming through for me, bro.
Absolutely, no problem.
And offering this beautiful establishment. If you want to tell the people how they can use this establishment so you can get more bread coming in, go ahead, tell your thing.
It's Soapbox Go Studios. Let me give you guys my phone number because I don't really remember it.
And I'm gonna put all this in the description as well. That way I can reach out.
And and call me if you want some podcasting or something like that. The phone number is 832-890-9296. And we do podcasting, videography, music videos, photography. We can teach you how to start a podcast. Oh, we have an online radio station, newearthradioworld.com. Do everything. Oh, if you need artists, I like connect artists with concert promoters and stuff like that.
Hey, bro, it's tapped in, man.
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of stuff. And apparently today I'm a guest on your show.
Hey, no, man, we this family now, man. You part of the Kreative Podcast family, and I ain't saying that just because I need somewhere to shoot sometime. Yeah, I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you, bro.
That's real.
But no, hey, man, as always, man, stay creative.
If we end up at our destination, if you're looking for a laugh or you just need to smile, whatever that you need to make you laugh out loud, it's the Kreatives Podcast. Listen, it's the Kreatives Podcast. Yeah, yeah.